Hey yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Tway here, and damn, it's been a long time since I've posted anything new. But here is some new teasers of Lost Ark CBT. Now, there have been some new confirms and there's been a CBT date announced. Now, I'm going to check my wallet again and see if I can get myself into the CBT because unfortunately it isn't going to be free. And let me show you what, why, and how. Now, let's move on to the simple thing, which is the Lost Ark website. Now, currently, the website changed to lostark.game.onstove.com, which is a .com website, which is different from the co.kr. Now, once again, you can apply for the CBT tester, and I got myself an account or two to try out. Now, unfortunately, this needs a KSSN verification or an IPIN. Now, this is a Korean social security number or you need a cell phone number. Now, those are a problem for people outside of Korea. There are websites, however, where you can actually buy those. So, if you guys really want me to, PM me, and I will be able to send you a link for the website that I actually use. So, without further ado, let's go on to the dates. Now, one of the websites that I really tend to use every single time is the lostarkdatabase.com. Now, this website is mostly used by just a few people into the community, but they are very on point with new dates and such, so I recommend this one. Now, for starters, CBT registration phase now open. Yay. Okay, so the 25th of August, they started the CBT registration page. This will last until the 8th of September, which will then further up into the 15th of September, which lasts about 10 days. So 15th of September is the first date that you can actually play the CBT2. Now, for what I've heard, there are going to be 2 more CBTs, and if they will add another fucking 6 months of waiting, I really tend to use up some of my money just to get into the game, right? Now, it will last about 10 days. Good quirk is that if you got into the CBT before, you will be a CBT tester once again. Now, what did they add new? There's a few things that they added. For starters, they increased the level cap to level 50. I believe it was level 35 or 40. Could not remember properly. A few additions that will bring to it is the skill system, which they had. You can actually improve it even further. Now, one of the things that they said into the feedbacks is that the skill system was not as impactful as people would hope to. Now, they said within those 6 months, like, okay, we've heard it, we will check this out, and maybe we will revamp 1 or 2 things. So I'm kind of curious in how much they develop the skill system. Another thing that they will add is the sailing part. Now, sailing is a feature which is known to Arcade, Black Desert, and this game is going to be, I think, quite similar, but there are a few quirks. Now, once you're sailing, you can add yourself sailors and different kind of boats, and these sailors, I'm not quite sure what they can do, but they seem to have unique traits. Still not sure what. And there are 41 different kinds of sailors all over the world with a different personality. I want to have myself a Captain Jack Sparrow or a Barbossa at the very least, man. Or the dad, because he has a messed up voice. Alright, so you can explore all sorts of kinds in the world. And what I really dig about Lost Ark is you can get yourself treasure maps. Get into a treasure room, get lots of items. So basically you're exploring the whole time, which is, to my knowledge, is amazing. But if you look at the pictures as well, it looks vastly like this looks unique on every single occasion. This is the island where they kept Captain Jack Sparrow with the rum and the things that they explore. Oh my god. Now, I'm kind of looking forward to this. Not quite sure what to expect. There has been some footage of it in one of the very early teasers of the game. They have not addressed that once again, so I'm quite curious like how that will work out. And we got new classes. Now, we got the Summoner, which basically summons all kinds of shit. from like big ice foots to like ice glyphs and whatever not. Seems quite fancy, but yeah, we will have to see on how it will actually play out. Arcana, which is by my knowledge one of the most favored classes. This is the Twisted Fate on crack class. Now, a few things to keep in mind. This class supposedly has some RNG in it because you can pick a certain amount of cards from your deck. The cards are at random, and instead of pure ass raw damage, you are actually a debuffing class, which is mainly about putting curses on people and just putting parking tickets on people. So I'm very curious. This, if I get in, Arcana will be the class that I'll play. Now, a very, very new announced class is Destroyer. Has a big ass hammer, and to my knowledge, if you look at the, I think it was the Berserker, he was quite fast, but then again, fast enough to be fun and playable. So I'm quite curious how that will play out. I'm normally not the kind of guy that goes for slow classes, but who knows? Who knows? So if you have a suggestion, put them into the comments as well, because I'm quite curious what you guys like to see me play. There's some differences, like the life skill armor. This is probably comparable to Black Desert as well. So you have your battle armor and you have your life skill armor. You have all sorts of gym jams with the new sailing feature and probably crafting as well. So I'm quite curious as to if you have a lot of life skill differences with the armors as well. They've also stated that they will add like quick slots to instantly change armors, because it's not like, okay, you press one thing, you're done. You have to equip a whole set of items and whatever. Some of the starting areas that they've changed, and oh, if you just look at all of these, ooh, 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 look at the pictures, it's gorgeous. Um, Now, as for the dungeons, I'd rather give you guys anything new in terms of actual footage instead of just showing you guys the pictures, because you can also run to the website and see the exact same thing, right? One of the new things, which I'm not sure if I should be hype or not, but the Ester Weapons. So basically, after reaching level 50, which is the cap in this beta, they will add something called Ester Weapons. What these do is similar to a system in Blade and Soul where you get a weapon and you can actually upgrade this motherfucker. Which is great, like, oh my god. If you look at, this is our Blaster's thing and it looks like, I don't even know, man. Fucking proton cannon, whatever. And the Berserker sword looks humongous as well. If it is just as shiny as it is on the picture, oh my lordy lord. Particles on my screen everywhere. So yeah, new items, new item upgrading system, so that's pretty cool too. The character changing in the main story, well, these are all part of the questing system, and I know I will be skipping most of it because I just tend to look at the action, as well as my Korean is not what it should be. So yeah, we'll have to check that out. Monster tracking skill. Oh, we got a relationship through the interactions NPC. Oh, okay. So basically, you just hook up with an NPC and the bitch gives you items. Okay, let's. Oh my god. If you guys remember the game Harvest Moon, you basically get to play for 4 years into the game, and you can basically hook up with every girl, and each one of them have quirks for your fucking farm. Oh my god. Those were the days, man. Now, just to round them up, additions to the CBT, 9 new dungeons, revised adventure. Now, they've been talking into the feedback as well. Like, the questing system, like the main story quest was good. Anything aside from the main story quest was absolute shit. So, hopefully they've addressed this as well. Now, PvP rewards, not quite sure if this is, like, totally new. I've not seen any rewards from the PvP system back in the days on the first CBT. Now, this is the thing, the revised tripod system, which is the skill system. Really curious on how this will actually unfold. New score, absolutely no idea what they mean. A new secret dungeon. Now, this is also what I called out, is you got certain amounts of things you need to look up. 10 new field bosses. Now, the field bosses are fun, but if you go into the instance one, oh my, ooh, they will mess you up. And a new PvP mode. Okay, kind kind of looked over that one. So honestly, I'm not even sure if these 10 days are enough, boys. Oh, I'm still so hyped. So I hope you guys are genuinely as hyped as I am. Once again, I will be looking deep into my wallet trying to get myself an account, and you will be seeing more footage from me. So for now, thank you guys for waiting so long. This was Cbt